Who is moving on the waters? Who is holding up the moon? Who is peeling back the darkness with the burning light of noon? Who is standing on the mountains? Who is on the earth below? Who is bigger than the heavens and the lover of my soul? Creator God, He is Yahweh. The great I am, He is Yahweh. The Lord of all, He is Yahweh. Rose of Sharon, He is Yahweh. Righteous Son, He is Yahweh. The three-in-one, He is Yahweh. Who is He that makes me happy? Who is He that gives me peace? Who is He that brings me comfort and turns the bitter into sweet? Who is stirring up my passion? Who is rising up in me? Who is filling up my hunger with everything I need? Creator God, He is Yahweh. The great I am, He is Yahweh. The Lord of all, He is Yahweh. Of Sharon, He is Yahweh. Righteous Son, He is Yahweh. The three-in-one, He is Yahweh. You are holy and eternal, and forever you will reign. Every knee will bow before you, every tongue will confess your name. All the angels give you glory as they stand before your throne. While here on earth we gather to declare your name alone, alone. Sharon, He is Yahweh. Righteous Son, He is Yahweh. The three-in-one, He is Yahweh. Oh Lord, you are Creator God, He is Yahweh. The great I am, He is Yahweh.
Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for what is right, for they shall be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called sons of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted in the cause of right, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when people abuse you and persecute you and speak all kinds of calumny against you for my sake. Rejoice and be glad, for your reward will be great in heaven, as it was for the prophets persecuted before you. In your prayers, remember your Father knows what your needs are before you ask Him. This is how you should pray. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Bill Bean, the Spiritual Warrior, and welcome to our Warrior Mode show and service tonight. And Des is being, and Travis will be in here shortly as well. And we have decided tonight to take a rest on the horrors of the world. We could spend the entire show, we could spend every night here telling you about all the bad things that are happening in the world. You already know it anyway. Let's take a break from that tonight. So what we aim to do is to present you with some beautiful imagery from around the world. But before we do that, we're going to talk about my new book, Tales from an Exorcist. And Des and Travis are going to discuss some things, and I will as well. They may have some questions for me. I want to thank them both because they've done a tremendous amount of work and continue to do a tremendous amount. So we have gone into phase 2 now. You know, phase 1 was me writing the book, and then Des getting it ready for publishing, and so it's very much it goes in these steps of preparation. And now we're in phase 2, which is the promotional and marketing aspects of the book. And so Des and Travis are working very hard on making this book a major deal. And it's important. It really is. And the importance of the book certainly isn't me talking about, cases of demonic possession. However, it is necessary to talk about the very worst of things in order to see how God works. And God has worked for me so many times in extraordinary ways. It's not me. I don't claim to be anything. Never would I. It is all God. I thank him and praise him for it. Father Yahweh is the one who works through me. And by his mighty and powerful and holy name, his mighty and holy power in Jesus' name, he works through me to bind and rebuke and cast out demonic entities out of people, places, and things. So before we go any further, let's start with our prayer. Father, we thank you and praise you for this blessed and appointed time. And I ask that you please speak through us to speak truth and work through us to be a blessing to everybody that's involved in this broadcast right now. I ask that you bless all of them with an abundance of love, peace, joy, good health, and prosperity. And I ask that you keep them in your hedge of protection 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for life. Father, we give you the praise and the thanks and the glory for everything, forevermore, in Jesus' name. And now let's go to our power declaration, and then we'll get into this. We'll get Des in here, and Travis, if he's here right now, we'll get him in. I'm loved, favored, called, and chosen. I'm anointed, appointed, equipped, and enabled by the power of God working through me. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, and no enemy scheme against me shall succeed. I live, breathe, and serve the Most High God in every day of my life. Absolutely true. And if you can be consistent in that as well, your life won't become perfect, but I'll guarantee your life will become very, very blessed. So with that, Des, come on in here. And if Travis is with us, we'll bring him in too. And how's your week been, Des?
Oh, my week has been very productive. Thank you for asking. Hello, everybody. Welcome. And if you have a moment, because if you could like the video, share the video. I'm sorry, the our stream right now. And thank you so much for coming. It went by very fast, brother. Oh, very fast. Been busy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's your shingle there that you can hang out. I'm productive, I'm busy. There's 2 shingles there. And so that is you in every day and in every week. And I find that the days, the weeks, the months, and the years are now passing by so quickly. It's as if God has turned up the dial of time, and things are going by very, very. We're already at the end of October.
Is it okay? So I literally was like, was it that I was so young that the days seemed forever? Because now it just seems like the sun comes up and it goes right back down. It is
Yeah, it
fast.
is how fast this is going. So this is why I keep telling all of you, I'm not trying to scare you, not at all. I'm trying to build your faith, and I'm trying to solidify your relationship and covenant with Yahweh and his son Yahshua the Christ. And I'm telling you now, just as Des and I are talking, I don't have to tell you because I'm sure all of you are experiencing it for yourselves. These days are passing quickly. So I feel the sand is draining out of the hourglass. I don't pretend to know when. I wouldn't be like any of those charlatans that tell you, oh, on this date, this is going to happen. Well, if their prophecy fails on that date, well, then they're no longer trustworthy and should never be believed again by anybody. So I wouldn't dare do that unless God himself said to me, this is what it is, and you tell it to people. Otherwise, I can only guess and surmise and come to some of these things by just what we're saying now, how quickly the time is passing by. So this is why I continue to urge all of you, the time is now. There might not be a tomorrow. And so the time is now for you to make and solidify your connection with the Most High God. So this is why I continue to say it, and I will continue to say it.
You know what I've noticed, I guess collectively, if you pay attention, uh, even everything's kind of bottlenecking. Just as I remember being younger and being told at the end of times, we're bottlenecking, even to the fact that we're media. UFOs are in media, you know, the Antichrist,
Yeah,
Satanism, like all evil
big time.
negativity is in the mainstream media, and there isn't any more just of how can I say, it's not just so separate, it is now narrowing down to where you literally can see just the good and the bad, the
Right
evil
in your face.
versus yeah, it is. And I'm just like, it is so I think Travis just joined us. Here he is.
Oh, good.
Hey.
Hi,
Hey
Travis.
guys, hey guys, apologies.
Hi.
Sorry for being late.
That's it.
No, you're
You have
fine.
the
No,
You're right.
karaoke.
You're actually right on time. So we just got into this. The music ended, so it's
sorry.
timing is perfect. And Dennis was making a very good point here about. And Travis, I don't know if you've noticed this, yeah, but the days and the weeks and the months and the years are going by at warp speed now. They're going by
Mhm.
so fast. It's
Yeah,
just
we're
mind-boggling.
we're like 2030 right now, right? I mean,
We're on the fast track to it. That's for sure. We're absolutely on
well, I
the
mean,
fast track to it.
um, I thought it was just being back in college and going, oh my God, week 10 of a semester, where did it go? But
Yeah.
but the other thing is, how do I say this? The older I get, the more I understand what my parents and my aunts and my uncles and my grandparents talked about. Time does fly. It goes by. I mean, I look at like Bill, you and I talked yesterday, right? Or was it today? No, it was
I was
yesterday.
yesterday.
It was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the thing. I will go for days sometimes without talking to someone like you or Des or Derek and then all of a sudden I talk to him. I'm like, well, we just talked. We just had a conversation. Like, yeah, 6 weeks ago.
Yeah, I know.
But I've had.
Where does the time go? So yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No.
No, it's true.
And I
That's why I
get in
said,
those busy periods where 3 weeks go by and I have a family member that says, "Are you mad at me or something? I haven't heard from you in 3 weeks." But we get so immersed in our
it's
work
true.
that that time goes by and you just don't have any clue.
I know. I got a couple like, "Are you okay?" texts and
Mm-hmm.
DMs, and I'm just like, I'm barely catching up, and not intentionally, but like I was like, oh yeah, my birthday passed. I forgot. I have to. I think I just started saying thank you people to everyone, but just so
Yeah.
much is going on,
Oh,
and so yeah, life isn't as simple as it used to be. But this is an
no, that's for
opportunity to.
sure. This is a challenge now, and so we've talked about this before, and it's worth mentioning again that each and every single day, and I tell my clients this: we are in spiritual warfare every day. Most people don't realize this, but it is true. There is a real intent to cause problems and disruptions and distortions and just a variety of negative things in a person's life to where it starts to snowball into some really big things. And then before you know it, the person is in the pits of despair. They've got everything going wrong. It's like a black cloud over their head. And there never seems to be a way out until they come to the realization that God is the only way out. And he is. He's the only way out of a
Yeah.
situation like this. And so it's under that type of, because it is now at that point become a demonic stronghold. There are curses, hexes, vexes, spells involved, and attachments and legal rights and all these things. And that is designed to keep the person that might as well be like this in shackles and chains. That's what it's designed to do. And God, the devil could go to God and say, I can be in this person's life because of this, and this, and God will allow it, just like he did for his most loyal and faithful servant, Job, who did nothing The devil said to him, I can turn your most loyal and faithful servant Job against you. So if Yahweh would grant permission for something like that, you better believe he will grant permission. It has made bad choices, and then they find themselves, in the pit of despair. And then it's going to require someone like me or someone, an agent of God, to come along to work through to deliver that person from all of those things. And that's why I'm so busy all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny you bring up Job. That's actually always been one of my favorite biblical stories.
Yeah, it has such a good outcome.
Because everybody approaches it very differently. They all think it's about Job's belief in God. It's not.
Mm.
It's about God's belief in Job.
Ooh.
If you read that story, it's about God believing that Job has enough faith to get to the other side and to get back everything that he lost. It's not about Job believing in God. It's about God believing. It's about God believing in Job. And I think that's a very, very powerful story for us, especially on, coming at the book that you've released, Tales from an Exorcist. It's about God's belief in us as humanity and about the individuals like you that he has put in our place, or in our path, rather, to actually help us not just believe in God, but that shows that God believes in us, that there is this belief that God knows we are going to overcome the obstacles that are put in our path.
And it was through his faith and endurance that, at one point, his wife said, "Why don't you just curse God and die? Just curse God and die and get it over with. I'm a woman. I will not curse God, and I will, no matter what the afflictions are, because Job at one point had sores all over his body." Now, I relate to that experience because when I was, I want to say probably in my early 30s, probably 33, I never had childhood diseases, and a child came around us that had, and I got the chicken pox, and it was so bad. It was a Job experience. It was so bad. I was begging God to kill me. And they were everywhere. My eyes were everywhere. They covered every part of my body, and I never had such misery as I had with that. And I recall asking, "Please kill me," and then I had to be rushed to a medical facility because they got inside of my chest as well, and I felt like I was having a heart attack. And I'll never ever forget that. So that was one of my Job experiences. I'll never forget it. But yeah, I was begging God to kill me. That's how bad it was. And I never lost my faith, but I wanted him to kill me and take me out of my misery. That's how bad that was.
Oh, goodness.
So it's about, we must endure. So if we have that, like Travis is saying, God definitely wants to test us and see, where we're at in the very worst of our days. Where are we? Are we still going to remain faithful, or are we going to curse him? And so in Job's case, in my case too, I certainly didn't curse him. Job certainly didn't. Rewarded Job twofold for all of his suffering. So I often say to people who are global times, read the book of Job. Go read that book, and you will understand and be uplifted, because Travis is right. God had that level of belief in Job that he would not turn against him, that he would endure to the end, and he did. And so that is one of the most powerful stories out of the Bible, and certainly is a favorite, one of my favorites for sure. So it's all about enduring.
Yeah, that I have to say that was I didn't really fully understand how powerful the book of Job was, but I did use out of the books and the Bible his story through my childhood into my adulthood and even up to this day. I apply that to everything, and it was his story, or that story that was written about him, is what I gave me hope. It's what made me persevere endure, like you said. I find myself as I've gotten older, or now that I'm older and I'm becoming stronger and a better understanding. I see us, and maybe because I still see myself as a child loving Yahweh, child loving God, that God always wants what's best. I think about what a good parent is, and
Hmm.
how much love and acceptance and forgiving and always wanting the best, no matter what, because you're wiser, you're smarter, you've already experienced, or youth, even if you don't have kids, you see already younger generations or younger people, and you're like, oh, I've been your age. I know this is a better path to take. Don't go down this path, but you still have to live your life. And so that was an interesting point to say, Travis, about God having faith in us. Like, he's rooting for us. Like, yes, I know you can do it. I know you can do it. Just
He
do it.
is. I mean, I think
That's good.
that's a very, very valid point. That
Hmm.
most of the time we focus on faith in God, that we have to believe in God, but I think we need to focus. God believes in us. He believes that we're going to do the right thing. We're going to make the right decision. We're going to do what is right.
He sent
And
us Jesus.
that's the story of Job. Job, did he screw up along the way? Yeah, he did, because he's human. He's mortal. But at the end of the day, Job did exactly, because when Satan, the accuser, showed up, he said to God, well, I'm sorry, God said to him, "Have you considered my servant Job, that he is a man who is upright and has eschewed evil and makes the right decisions?" Those are the things that God knew about Job. And Job did those things. He did them over and over and over. And God returned to Job what he lost twofold.
Hmm. It's absolutely right. And for those of you out there that hear these issues, it's restream. There's something wrong in this restream. And supposedly they're supposed to be fixing this. And so Des and Steve Hodgson had a dialogue about this, because Steve is having issues on his show as well. So this, and Steve, I thank you for the mic covers that you sent to me. I did get them, and I appreciate that. And the headphones, and Des gave me headphones. And it is, the problem is in the Restream app, and I pray that they'll fix it soon. And if they don't, then we're going to have to try some alternative
There,
methods.
yeah, there's another update that's coming out, Restream. If anybody's wondering why, I'm the one that selected the Restream platform. It's a very user friendly, easy, to navigate if you're a novice online streamer. Yes, I can use the professional vMix and eCams and all the other production software, but this is for the suitable. So hopefully this update will work. I guess I was gonna chat you because I wanted to make sure your settings maybe on your for your audio, but we didn't get a chance to do that. Sorry. That was a side note. So I hear crackling and like a disconnection from your mic, Bill, coming in and out. And somebody said that there was major breathing sound. I'm not
Yeah, I
sure.
could hear that too. It sounds like something breathing. Yeah.
Really? Okay. I got the other ear here, and everything else is mic.
I'm going to try if I
All right. Well, we'll
can
get this.
get to
We'll
them.
get this fixed. If
I'm
not,
going
we'll.
to I'm going to go off camera for a second. And another set of headphones. Be right.
Okay. All right, college kid. How are you doing?
Did you just call me a college kid?
I did.
You did call me a college kid.
I love it because I
You
went
know,
back to college in my 30s and I remember what it was like.
the 30s. I'm almost 50.
Oh,
I know. No, it's. I love the classes. I really do. It's been a battle. Um, I told them the other day, there's three levels of learning. I'm having to learn, relearn, and unlearn, and
mhm.
that's been the interesting conundrum for me. But doing well. I'm actually, for the first time in 10 weeks, we're 10 weeks into the semester, for the first time ever, I'm actually caught up. I'm not behind. I'm actually trying this weekend. I'm spending trying to get ahead. We've got, I think, 5 more weeks in the semester.
Jiminy.
So, fingers crossed I pass.
Yes,
It's
you
like,
will. I
hopefully.
know you will.
Hope
You
now.
will. You're doing
I
awesome.
appreciate the faith, sister. I do.
Oh yeah, I'm rooting.
So it's can you drop out of college during yeah, you can drop out of college. I'm thinking about dropping right now, Jeremy. I'm just like, it's like, oh, it hurts. Yeah. See, can you drop out of college during? Yeah, you can. I'm thinking about it right now. I'm like, oh, I just want to drop out. I don't want to do it anymore. I'm tired. I drive 3 hours 4 days a week. I mean, 12 hours of my week is spent driving. I drive an hour and a half to class. I do the classes. I drive an hour.
That's right.
Virginia. It is insane. Insane. But
it actually is.
I enjoy the classes. I'm learning. And I love the kids. And I say the kids.
Mm-hmm.
The kids.
Mm-hmm.
They're all like in their 20s. I mean, I think the other oldest person is 30. I'm older than 2 of my professors. I discovered this past week. I'm older than 2 of them, and I'm only younger by 1 by like 5 years. But I'm like, One of my professors was talking about seeing the movie Twister. You guys remember Twister?
Yeah.
She saw it when she was 13. I was in college when I saw that movie.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Yeah, it's tough when you start getting around people that. Can you guys hear me okay now?
You're crackling, but I can hear you.
I'm thinking it's your aux port. From unplugging and plugging in your headphones, because I mean I can only imagine how much that port is worn from unplugging and plugging in. So I was actually talking to my brother about getting you rebuilding a PC, but we will get.
This is crazy. So I'm breaking up. Does it sound worse now than it did before?
No, not worse. There's just crackling. Before there was breathing.
Yeah, I heard that breathing. It wasn't coming from me, but I heard
maybe
it, but
they're saying maybe it was too close.
Stop breathing. Yes. Hold your breath right now. Stop breathing.
I don't know.
Sounds better. Thanks, Bobby. Sounds better.
Okay. All right. We'll leave it like it is then. Yeah, it is. I find that for myself now at age. You look and say, wow, all these people are younger than me. It's hard to get into the mindset that you're not 36 anymore. I'm 26.
I think I think you're 10 years older than me, aren't you, Bill? Aren't you 56?
Yeah.
I'm 46. No. And Dez is like 18.
I'm older than you, Travis. I'm 47.
What?
Woo woo! Yes.
You are not.
That's hard to
I
believe.
am.
You turned 47?
Yes, 75, 1975, October 14. Oh!
Oh. No.
Respect your elders.
No.
I'm shocked, Travis.
But I'm very young.
A total shock.
In this
So am I. I thought she was like 10 years younger than me. I had no clue. I know her birthday was this month because she made a big deal about the fact the entire month of October is about her. So
that's right. That was her month.
That is so true. I celebrate every day in October because I literally wake up after I say my prayer. Well, first is thank you, God. It's October. It's my birthday. Thank you for birthing me. Thank you. And then I go into my whole thing. But I do. I know every day is a birthday. But I actually started a thing with my mom, and I wish her happy birthing day and give thanks for the whole day of what she had to do for me to bring me into this world. But it's Mercedes' birthday. That's right, as well today, and she's in the chat.
Girl,
Thank
wish
you,
her happy
Mercedes.
birthday. Yes,
Yes,
And
absolutely.
I'm assuming Mercedes is like 18, 19.
yeah.
We're not
Oh
going
my
to go
gosh,
there.
she's got to be at least like 20,
Oh,
22.
at least, yeah.
But yeah, that was good. Thank you so much. Okay, we'll do.
What I'm going to do is see if, because now some people are saying that I'm freezing up, so I'm going to log out and come back in and see if that alleviates them.
Well, me and Travis will just talk about you.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
while you're gone.
yeah.
Yep.
The Tales.
Just talk about me and see what happens.
Yes, no problem.
So
Yeah, he's got a
I'll
good.
log
He's
out.
got a
Des
good.
and I can
This
talk
is
about the
tricky
book
here, Des,
because I got my copy in the mail yesterday.
Okay, so I see your network connection there, brother, is flexing. So why don't you try doing this for me? Sorry, everybody that's involved. If you could please shut down all your windows. When you restart your computer, it'll give a nice refresh, reboot. I don't know how long you might have been streaming. Your cache might be boggling down, and that should.
But here's the
That should
problem.
work.
If I log out of here right now,
Uh-huh.
it's going to end the stream. So I don't know how to log out of this without hitting end stream.
Oh, you.
Because you and I are both in this thing. Yeah, so I can't.
Mercedes,
can't
I'm sorry, Des
log
should
out
be
here
the
without hitting end
host, right?
stream.
Yeah.
Right, but we came in together once, so now I'm like behind the curtain as far as a host. And if I hit this button, then it might stop our show
I'm trying to think. No. Oh,
because there's nothing
darn
else
it.
to hit to
You don't
come
have
out
it
of here.
because you don't have a smartphone. I was like, sometimes if I just log in with my iPhone. Okay.
Yeah.
The flip phone, I
No,
don't think will work.
I'm still in the Stone Ages. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. I understand.
So
Okay.
I can't log out because if I do, then we're going to end the show.
Yeah. No.
So
Okay. So
there's no way to
don't
do it.
log out. Do you have any background applications? Do you know the Control Alt Delete?
But even if he,
Yeah, but again, if I do that,
even if you
take us out
log out, Bill, Des can you can reboot the program, right? I mean, you can resend a link.
Yeah. You should be able because I can just take you off right now. See.
Yep. So right now,
See, brother. Yeah, I could
as long
just
as it's not.
remove you. I can remove you while and
Yeah, do that.
I'm still here. Okay. So,
Yep,
oops.
do that. You and I will
sorry.
talk.
Yes. BRB.
Back in a couple of minutes.
All right. Good.
It's like when I call him and I get his voicemail. It says, "This is Bill Bean." Oh, voicemail's filled. You can't leave a message. It's like he'll be right back.